What's up, everybody? Back once again for a part 2 of my little aliens video. So, the idea here is to prevent me from obnoxiously rambling about subjects and trying to convince people why I'm faded. The goal here is actually just to get my ideas out, even if it's just for the philosophical exercise or for the exercise of not having to tell people when I'm without visual aids or when I'm sauced. The idea is that I can get these videos out, say it one time. If anybody wants to look at them, they can just rewatch the video, and I don't have to walk around like making this thing a sort of personal religion or like some concept that I can't separate myself from. So in a way, this is kind of for my mental health, and this is most importantly for entertainment purposes. None of what I'm saying is like real or serious, it's all fiction. Something real that did happen though was all these scientists disappearing or going missing. And one of those scientists, by the name of Amy Eskridge, who was apparently involved with anti-gravitational propulsion technology, which I could make a whole separate video on. One thing that she said that really stuck with me was this idea of the P-52s and the P-47s.
Ultra terrestrials, I'll just tell you. The ultra terrestrials, I think, have you heard of the P-52s and the P-47s? Do you know what that is? They're us from the future. They're from here. They are you. They are me. They're from here, from the future. P-47 is present plus 47,000 years. P-52 is present plus 52,000 years. And basically there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the near future. It wipes out most of like everything, man. And there's the ones that go underground and survive, right? And then there's the ones that somehow stay on the surface and miraculously don't die.
So this kind of defeats the Fermi paradox, which is that, we probably wouldn't encounter extraterrestrials. And the reason it does is because one of these groups seems to have came from the past or already existed. You've got reptile beings that apparently existed on the earth before humans, according to these texts. And we also have factual evidence that there was dinosaur reptile life for hundreds of millions of years before the life we have today on the planet. If it took a couple million years, I know the estimations are from proto-hominid to normal hominid is less than 20 million years. If it took 20 million years for some sort of pre-human to get to a level of intellectuality and sophistication that we have, then that time span exists many times over within the various periods on the earth where dinosaurs lived. So maybe a reptilian group was a group of dinosaurs that eventually rose and became what we are essentially, but millions of years ago. So we've got one group coming from the past, and then according to some scientists involved in anti-gravitational propulsion technology, we've got another group that are actually coming from the future. And I guess the paradox is that if it takes an apocalyptic event in order for these P-52s and P-47s to exist or to have existed, by them coming back into the past, if they fix the event, then they invalidate the possibility of their own existence in the reality that we're in right now. But if they don't do anything, then possibly the world may go through this similar bottleneck calamity. It could be a canon event in every reality. Well, that's it for today, folks. And remember, everything we're talking about is purely for entertainment purposes. Everything's made up, and if you believe anything I'm saying, you might want to lay off the sauce.